Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon video. Today we'll be looking at how to get legendary Pokemon very easily through the Ultra Wormhole. Now I'm going to run through a few tips real quick right before we get into the Ultra Wormhole. So let's start off going over to Akala Island on Route 8. We're going to go ahead and buy some Quick Balls, basically because this gives us a high chance of getting the Pokemon just on the first throw. So we actually do have the probability of getting a legendary just off one throw of a Quick Ball. So let's go ahead, buy a few here. You want to go over to the guy on the right and you can buy a few Quick Balls. Now one other thing, this is only going to work once we are past beating Necrozma and you already have the Ultra Wormhole available to you. Basically, when you go to face Necrozma for the first time, you're going to have to use the motion controls where you're tilting your DS back and forth, which is garbage. You don't want to use that. You'll never be able to go where you want to doing that way. So what I recommend is we're going to fly over to Heihei City. You want to go all the way down to the building on the far right, and this is going to be the Game Freak building. Now, we're going to run upstairs real quick, and on the first floor, you go over to the right. There'll be a little door here, and there'll be a guy from the Author Foundation to the left of you. You want to talk to him, and we're going to choose to make our controls circle pad, which is going to make things way easier for you guys. You'll be able to aim and target wherever you want to go in the Ultra Wormhole. Now, like I mentioned, this is only available after you beating the game, after you've beaten Necrozma. So this guy probably won't be here until you've actually beaten the game. So once you got all that done and you beat the Elite Four, you're the champion, come here and you can change your controls to the circle pad. So let's head back over to the altar of the moon, altar of the sun, whatever game you're on. And we're not ready to go into the Ultra Wormhole just yet. We want to go over to the portal right here, and you're going to want to choose go to Ultra Megalopolis. This is going to allow us to choose what legendary we're going to prefer to ride in the Ultra Wormhole with. I prefer to use Solgaleo. I know a lot of people say they do a lot better with Solgaleo. Lunala's a little bit bigger, so having Solgaleo, you should have a little bit of an easier time. But anyway, as you can see here on your screen, once you go to Ultra Megalopolis, you want to talk to Zozy, and you want to choose Solgaleo as the Pokemon you want to ride with. It won't matter what game you're on. Even if you have Ultra Moon, you can still ride with Solgaleo by doing this. So anyway, once you leave, you'll head back to the Altar of the Moon, and we'll head right back into the portal to go into the Ultra Wormhole. Now, before this starts, we're going to have 4 types of portals that we're going to have to pay attention to. One with no rings, one with 1 ring, one with 2 rings, and one with a aura around it, which is for legendary Pokemon, guaranteed every single time. But you're only going to be able to get this type of portal after going so far. Now here's a table from Cerebi.net, and basically the further you go in the Ultra Wormhole, the more light years you're going to go through. Now, as you go higher, the more chances you're going to have of getting these better ringed portals. And once you get to 4,500, that is your peak. Your chances won't change from there. Now, the better type of portal it is, the higher chance you're going to have of getting a better Pokemon, whether it's a legendary Pokemon or a shiny. It is possible to still get a legendary even in a no ring portal, just a plain portal. I've actually gotten it and I'm going to show it in this video, but you're guaranteed to have a legendary when you have the Aura Type 4 portal. Now, another thing to pay attention to is the color of the portal. So here's a few charts of all the different types of Pokemon you can get between each color portal. So basically, if you're looking for a specific legendary, just find what color portal it is in, and then you can hunt that color portal as you're going through the Ultra Wormhole. And remember, like I said, it doesn't matter what type of portal it is, you can get legendaries through the no ring portals, but the better type of portal it is, the higher chance you are of getting a legendary Pokemon in it. Now, as you may notice, the white portals are not included on here, basically because white portals will always be in Ultra Beast. So all the Ultra Beasts from Pokemon Sun and Moon will be in the white portals. So if you're not trying to catch any Ultra Beasts, you want to avoid the white portals and just focus on the color portal that you're hunting for that specific legendary. Anyway, let's get right into it. So we're entering the Ultra Wormhole right now, and from the very beginning, first thing you're going to want to do is try to focus on getting all these orange orbs. These are going to speed you through and get you far into the ultra space. And basically at the very beginning there's going to be a ton of them. You want to get as many as you possibly can while avoiding the blue orbs, which those will just slow you down and eventually you'll get dragged into a portal that you don't want to go into. And once you slow down completely, the force of the portals will drag you in and you won't have a choice to go around it. So basically you're going to want to keep your speed moving so you have the opportunity to choose what portal you want to go into. So as far as you can possibly go. Sometimes, even if you get a good portal early on, you have a chance of going right into them and getting a legendary. I've gotten legendaries very early on, as far as I believe 1800 light years, but still the better type of portal, the higher chance of a legendary you're gonna get. And also, here's another little nice tip that will help you guys. Basically, when you're using the circle pad, if you release it and let it go back to the center on its own, Solgaleo will go back to the center quicker than it would if you went manually back to the center. So if you need to dodge something really quick, just release it and you'll go straight back to the center, which will be very helpful in certain situations. So here we are. I entered this portal with no rings around it, only 1400 light years into Ultra Space. Now when you see this white flash and the pop-up that says an extraordinary presence is in the air, that means a legendary is definitely in this portal. So once you see that, then you know that you're going to run into a legendary. So just go ahead and run a little closer and you'll see a big shadow pop down, and that will be the legendary. You'll run right into the battle and you'll have your chance at catching a legendary right then and there. So doing this, I've gotten numerous legendaries so far through all different types of portals. So this was just one of them. I'll end up showing you guys a few more here. But yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. Basically, you follow those tips and you'll run into so many legendaries so quickly. Just pay attention to the color of the portal if you're looking for a specific legendary. And if you run into a portal type 4 with the aura around it like I am right here, then you know that's 100% a legendary. And usually I don't really run into them until after 3,000 light years, but you can get them earlier on. So here we are, we're gonna run over here, and there it is, Mewtwo. We got Mewtwo right then and there, and I end up catching Mewtwo right here in this clip. That's pretty much all there is to it, guys. So that should just about wrap up today's video. Hopefully you learned something from this video. If I helped you out, make sure you guys drop a like, drop a comment, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks for watching.